To play hockey. At the age of 2, he began to learn the skills that eventually made him the best in the world. Maybe the best of all time at what he does. He's been playing the game for 9 years in the National Hockey League. During this time, he has set or tied 41 league records. He is the most dominant player in sports. Maybe the most dominant athlete in sports history. He's Wayne Gretzky, and on August 9th, 1988, he became a member of the Kings. As soon as Wayne Gretzky married actress Janet Jones in July, the rumors began. The couple was spending a lot of time in Los Angeles and a lot of time at the Forum. Tuesday morning, Gretzky and Kings owner Bruce McNall hopped in a private jet for the 1,200-mile trip to Edmonton, where Oilers owner Peter Pocklington made the announcement that rocked the sports world.
That I announce, and I guess more important, confirm that the Edmonton Oilers have agreed to trade Wayne Gretzky to Los Angeles.
There comes a time when
Afterwards, Gretzky and McNall took to the skies again and returned to Los Angeles, where more than 300 fans and members of the media were gathering for a press conference. At 8:30, the entourage arrived backstage. At 8:45, everything was in place.
I'm Bob Miller, the radio and television voice of the Los Angeles Kings. I've never seen so many of you at a Kings press conference before.
We'll return with highlights of Gretzky's historic press conference.
Slides it on the left side to Luc Robitaille. Robitaille shoots, save, rebound in front. Gretzky shoots, he scores. Wayne Gretzky wins the game for the Kings. And the owner of the Los Angeles Kings, Mr. Bruce McNall.
When I first bought into the team with Jerry, he said, look, let's do something to put hockey on the map. I wasn't certain what it is, and I'm glad it turned out to be something of this magnitude. I hope the city of Los Angeles and all the people out there will really enjoy this great sport. At the moment, we'd like to now to go to the reason you all came, to introduce our new team colors. And let's see, isn't that? And let's see, I think we have a model here somewhere for the new colors. I'm not sure. Do you think? Wayne and Janet Gretzky.
I just got drafted.
Way to go, Wayne! What number you got?
Here, I'll help you on this. Up the back. My life. Great. So we, yeah, maybe.
Leave it on. Leave it on.
Well, first of all, thank you very much, Bruce, for making my job a little easier this year. Just happened at a great time. My contract is up this year, Bruce. And secondly, I would like to welcome Wayne and his lovely wife, Janet, and also the two players who could not be with us tonight, Marty McSorley and also Mike Pushilinski. During the talks between the two owners, I was always in contact with Bruce, and he had my full support. I feel that this trade will certainly put the Kings on the map, not only in Los Angeles, but across the entire North American continent. The swiftness in concluding this trade caught everybody by surprise, including Robbie Fattori, our coach, who is in the process of moving his family to Los Angeles and is unable to be here tonight. We know that the entire coaching staff joins us and our many fans in sharing our excitement. I believe this move will confirm our commitment to bringing a championship team in Los Angeles. Thank you very much.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank everyone for being in attendance today. It's a kind of mixed emotions for me. This morning it was very difficult to leave the city and leave some of the people who have become my greatest friends for the last 9 years, and as is your basketball team down here in their own category as far as winning, and as far as sportsmanship and entertainment. I learned an awful lot from those people and from that organization and from the city of Edmonton. And tonight, it's all uphill, and it's very exciting to be here. It's something that I think will not only be good for Wayne Gretzky and the LA Kings, but I think a move that'll be beneficial to the game of hockey. Mr. McNall and Mr. Vachon and Dr. Jerry Buss, who originated this deal, I understand, a couple years ago, have worked an awful lot of hours and put in an awful lot of time to make the deal possible. Mr. McNall, I know, hasn't slept the last couple of months. He's been working tremendously hard, but I'm truly excited to be here. I hope that I can bring a winning attitude with Marty McSorley and Mike Pushilinski to the LA Kings, and hopefully make this franchise a successful franchise. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and I hope that in the past my efforts have always been that I've worked hard can help rub off on the rest of the players. I guess, as I said to somebody coming in, I set another record today. It was the first player ever, I think, in sports to be sold twice in a career. And I'm happy to be here. I hope that I can contribute and help the LA Kings and help make this team successful. And thank everyone for coming, and I hope we see you all at a lot of hockey games this season. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will have a question and answer period. If you have questions of anyone up here, this would be the time to ask your questions.
Wayne, you had said just before the wedding that in Edmonton that you loved Edmonton, that you wanted to make it your home, that the two of you planned on staying there. What brought about the change, and how much of this was your doing, and how much was from other people?
Well, as I said, I hate to leave Edmonton, and sometimes in life you do things that you don't want to do. I think it's a great city. I owe a lot of what I've accomplished in my career to those players and to the city of Edmonton. I feel that it was just a point in time in my career. I had 4 years left on my hockey contract, and at the end of the 4 years I felt that I may test the waters, I may move on, but I also felt that Wayne Gretzky at the age of 27 could help another franchise a lot easier than at the age of 32. It's a disappointing day, as I said, to have to leave Edmonton and the friends I've made up there, but it's a great new challenge for me, for us. As I said, in Edmonton, we're expecting to have a new member in our family in the new year, and I just felt that it was the best thing for Wayne Gretzky and my family at this time.
Follow-up question, is there a due date? And to Mr. McNall, is there any contract renegotiation, or does it follow intact?
I'm sorry, I missed the first part of that.
I asked if there was a due date for the new member.
I guess officially we'll know in a couple of weeks when the official due date is. He's trying to introduce me now. As far as the contract goes, you have to speak to Mr. McNall.
Jerry, I just have one question for you. Is this as big a night for you as the night you signed Magic Johnson?
Well, I kind of wish I had half of the Kings back. Yeah, I'm excited because, as you know, I'm so pro Los Angeles and obviously a #1 sports fan around. And to have somebody like Wayne Gretzky playing in Los Angeles, I think all of us are lucky beyond compare. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's one of the great days in my life as a sportsman from LA. I don't recall exactly, but it was something of the order of 1.5 to 2 years ago. It occurred to us that, of course, Wayne could do more for Los Angeles than he could for any other team, and therefore more for hockey by this kind of a transfer. Other teams, buildings are all filled, et cetera, et cetera. There's not any hockey on the West Coast, and quite honestly, I don't think there would have been for another 20 or 25 years had it not been for this move. I look at it with Wayne Gretzky coming to Los Angeles as bringing hockey to the entire Western United States. I think it's going to be very good for hockey.
I'm sure many of you know who this lovely lady is sitting up here. We have not formally introduced her yet, though. And I know he may not be accustomed to doing this since the marriage just took place a short time ago, but I'd like to ask Wayne to introduce his wife.
This is my wife, Janet Jones Gretzky.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Wayne, CTV News. I'd like to ask Mrs. Gretzky a question because we haven't heard from her yet. What role did you have to play in convincing Wayne to come to Los Angeles, and what do you think of having him here now?
I know Wayne's very nervous about me getting up here and talking and everything, but of course, I love LA. I've been an actress in this town for, I guess, a couple years, and but I felt that it was very hard for Wayne to leave Edmonton today. I know it was a very emotional day for him because playing with all his teammates over 9 years, they're like his brothers, and I don't know, it hurt when I had to see him say goodbye, but I know I have a lot of friends in this town, and it's very exciting. My heart's beating right now. It's very exciting to be here, and I just want to support Wayne as much as I can, and whether it was going to be in Edmonton, I would be by his side, but now that it's in LA, my friends have me. So.
Wayne, how many more years would you like to play in the National Hockey League?
Oh, I'm not exactly sure. As I said, we've discussed this many times in the past. And 2 years ago, when it seemed to be pretty much to a point where I had seemed to lost something, or something was missing from the game of hockey that had been so great to me, even though we won the Stanley Cup. And I guess playing in the Canada Cup last year with Mike Keenan and the rest of the players on that team seemed to almost rejuvenate me and make me 17 again. And as I said, heading into the playoffs and playing the playoffs and win the Stanley Cup again, I could have probably played all summer. I felt the best I've ever felt. Hopefully I can play 5, 6, 7, 8 years. As long as I can contribute and be a factor, then I'll keep playing.
Thank you and good luck.
Yes, sir.
Nick Roman from National Public Radio. This is for either Jerry Buss or Bruce McNall. What will this move have, what effect will it have on Prime Ticket, number one, and on the NHL's efforts to get a TV contract from one of the big three networks?
Well, my reaction is that when some of the networks see the ratings we're going to get when Wayne Gretzky is on Prime Ticket, I think it may speed up getting a national contract for the NHL. What it means to Prime Ticket basically is that you have perhaps the most legendary figure in sports today available for free in every home 60 times in the year, and that doesn't count the playoffs. I think it's the biggest news we've ever had in Prime Ticket.
Yes, sir.
Mike Forrest from Channel 9 for both Wayne and for Mr. McNall. Wayne, in your press conference this afternoon, you mentioned the importance of a successful Los Angeles franchise to the National Hockey League. Can you elaborate further as to why a successful LA franchise is important? Because the league seems to have treated this city as sort of a poor stepchild.
Mm-hmm. Well, as I said today in Edmonton, I think the first one of the mistakes that we've made, and I'm not trying to criticize anyone, is the fact that we look at the short range instead of the long range, and ESPN has been a tremendous backer of the National Hockey League and a big part of our sport. Unfortunately, they're not going to be with us now for the next 3 years. Media makes sports. Fans get interested from sports being entertained. It's essential for any professional sport league to have successful franchises in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. And sometimes we forget that if a Western franchise in Los Angeles is imperative to the National Hockey League, considering it's the only team west, I believe, of Chicago in the United States. And we need to create interest, and we need to get franchises in San Francisco and Seattle one day. We need to stay afloat and make the sport of hockey. It's never going to be as popular as baseball. It's never going to be football or basketball. But it can be a lot stronger than it is today, and hopefully a strong team in Los Angeles will help that.
Wayne, Phil Stone with ESPN. You mentioned a couple of years ago that you thought perhaps about getting out of the game of hockey, that you had accomplished everything you could, dozens of scoring records, but is it safe to say, at least in your mind, now that you have come upon a new team and some new goals, that we could even maybe see a greater Wayne Gretzky than we saw at Edmonton?
I hope. As I said, I feel like a young guy coming into the game again. I feel very excited about being part of this. The LA Kings have been tremendous to me the last week. As I said, Mr. Pocklington asked me today again if I was sure what I wanted to do, and I just felt that I was really excited about coming here. I had my heart set on helping here and helping this team, and hopefully I can play my best hockey that I've ever played.
For the longest time, there was talk about you possibly being traded to a team, say, in the Eastern Seaboard because of a light travel schedule. How do you feel now being in Los Angeles that has possibly the worst travel schedule in the league?
Yeah. Well, as everyone knows, it's really no big secret that I don't really enjoy it, but it's something that you have to live with and something that's part of the game.
What can Kings fans expect in terms of wins, playoff positions, Stanley Cups in your first year?
It's not a psychic. I honestly can't say. Hopefully we have the attitude to win every night. That's the attitude we have to have. The way Mr. McNall looked at it and what we talked about earlier was, when he had some hesitation, was that I really believe the Los Angeles Kings would have finished the same position they were in last year if they hadn't made any moves, because Calgary would have been the same and Edmonton would have been the same. I think hopefully we can generate some excitement on the hockey club, and hopefully we're battling for first place with Calgary and Edmonton, and hopefully we have a chance to win a Stanley Cup. And I think that's the biggest thing that everyone has to have in their minds, is to win a Stanley Cup, and not to how many goals or how many assists you get, but the main objective to sports is to win. And as great as an individual team as Edmonton was, every player had one goal, and that was to win the Cup, and hopefully we can get that attitude here.
Not much I can add to that, other than to say that Wayne and his teammates bring an attitude, I think, that makes good players better players, and makes a good team a great team. And that's what I hope we're looking for in the future here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we certainly thank all of you for being here on this most historic day in hockey in Los Angeles and the United States. Thank you very much.
We'll return with comments from members of the Kings. Following the historic press conference, the Kings welcomed their new teammate.
The idea of getting a Wayne Gretzky, who I consider the best player in the world, I mean, that's going to help our franchise, and I think that he's going to help to put the people in the building at the Forum, and he's going to help us win hockey games.
I think it's the best thing that could ever happen to us right now. We're finally starting to come around as a team, and with the new ownership, I think he's just showing again that he's going to continue the effort to make this a Class 1 hockey team.
Well, the biggest thing that happened to the Kings since I was picked up, probably. No, it's probably going to go down in history, having a guy like Wayne Gretzky being the person he is, and Mike and Marty also coming. It's definitely going to go down in history. It's probably one of the biggest trades, and I think everybody hopes that he comes in and certainly changes it around, whether it's the attitude or whether it's just his ability of playing the game. But I think with guys like that we picked up, they're going to just improve us that much more and make us play far above our talent.
On and off the ice, I think he's going to have a tremendous impact on this hockey club. And you're going to see even the players that we had in the past getting a little bit better on the ice, and you'll see having a little more confidence and winning some more games. And it's contagious. When you start winning, it's going to be really big. I think the fans also are going to come, and they're going to support us now, and tremendous impact. A great day for Los Angeles fans.
Everybody that I talked to and said the deal is made, Wayne Gretzky is coming to Los Angeles, just had this look of disbelief on their face, and then this look of excitement about being able to see him night after night at the Forum. I'm very happy for our fans. They have been loyal fans. They have come out here in the lean years, as well as some of the success that we did have. And now, for all of us, the thrill of seeing the most dominant team player in any sport in the history of sports in a Kings uniform is just tremendously exciting to all of us.
I hope we can have a winning attitude and a winning feeling, and I hope that the fans are treated to a lot of excitement, and I hope that everyone enjoys the hockey. I think it'll be fun.
ever since I heard that Wayne was coming here, from an announcer standpoint, from someone who's been here 15 years, and I said, I guess I'll stick around till something happens, and I think it's happened right now. I have thought about being able to describe the exploits of this tremendous athlete night after night. I've thought about the increased audience that we'll have, and I've also thought about that one night in the future when he's going to score that point that will put him ahead of Gordie Howe as the all-time leading scorer in the history of the National Hockey League. Probably a milestone that no one will ever again duplicate, and I just hope I can make an accurate call on it and get it right.